Hi, my name is Jena Nichols, and I'm a senior here at Eastern Illinois University, and I'm an elementary education major with a concentration in English. Today I'm going to focus my paper on how the media affects eating disorders in young girls. The media has one of the biggest influences on young girls today with having eating disorders. Advertisements portray women as being sex symbols, and when young girls look in these magazines at these celebrities and women that are extremely thin and being sexy, they look up to them and want to be like them. The rate of exposure to advertisement images is 400 to 600 times per day. The media influences eating disorders due to the fact of portraying unrealistic images of the body. Although media is known for having a negative influence for girls with eating disorder, there's also positive influences that can be portrayed as well. Anorexia nervosa is the most common eating disorder and also a psychological disorder. A person with this disorder starts off dieting to lose weight, and then the diet spins out of control. The person becomes obsessed with the diet. A person sees themselves as being obese when in fact they are normal to underweight. This disease will end up controlling a person's life and they are not able to focus on anything else besides losing weight and food. Bulimia is another eating disorder and another form of a psychological disorder. The difference between bulimia and anorexia is that a person with bulimia binge eats and then throws up the food instead of not eating at all. People with bulimia eat an immense amount of food to feed their appetite and then throw it up so it does not settle in their stomach. A person with this disorder can also abuse laxatives in order to lose weight. One of the biggest symptoms of bulimia is someone frequently going to the bathroom after they eat a meal or binge eat. One of the biggest issues in America today is binge eating, which is another form of an eating disorder. This disease is when people eat immense amounts of food and gain a lot of weight, putting them at health risk. This disease is at its highest rate ever in the United States due to unhealthy food being so much cheaper than healthier foods. The negative effects that the media portrays on eating disorders is women in magazine advertisements support the theme "thin is in." This means that women in advertisements are usually extremely thin and wearing clothes that young girls are attracted to young girls, and when young girls see these models and want those clothes, they feel the need that they have to look that way in order to wear those clothes. Most models in advertisements have eating disorders themselves in order to look sexy and thin in the public eye. Young girls idolize these super skinny models and also celebrities that they love. They want to look and act like these models and celebrities. Young girls do not factor in, though, that airbrushing or unrealistic looks in order to feel good about themselves. They need to be that thin and skinny. In a study on fifth graders, 10-year-old girls and boys told researchers that they were dissatisfied with their own bodies after watching a music video by Britney Spears or even an episode of the show Friends. The character Monica in the show Friends is always made fun of due to the fact that she was extremely overweight in high school. Her friends are always calling her Monty Cow or talking about how large she is, and it portrays the fact that now that she's extremely thin, that she needed to be that thin in order to have friends and get boyfriends and look sexy. Television shows set bad examples for young girls because they portray that in order to be sexy and have friends, you must be very thin. Television shows such as Huge, Mike and Molly, or Drop Dead Diva also support obesity and say it is okay to be extremely overweight as long as you are comfortable with your body. Even though the media portrays a lot of negative effects, there's also a lot of positive effects that it portrays for girls that have eating disorders. Talk shows such as Oprah, The Tyra Banks Show, show the negative effects that eating disorders have on girls. The guests on the talk shows explain the bad effects the disease had on their lives and show that young girls should never have these diseases. In a show on the Tyra Banks show, Portia de Rossi came on and explained her life with an eating disorder, and a quote that she said was, "Now I look into the mirror and think I am exactly who I am supposed to be. I still do not think I'm perfect, but I accept the fact that I'm not perfect, and I will never be unhealthy like that again." Another positive effect was an anorexic billboard that contained an extremely anorexic model named Isabella Carl. The images showed her as being extremely thin, and it showed that how unhealthy she was. And she actually also went on NBC and MSNBC talk shows explaining how she hated how she looks now and how unhealthy her body is, and shows how she has no hair or anything due to the disease. And she actually recently passed away from the disorder. And also another positive effect is television shows such as The Biggest Loser or Losing It with Jillian portray families that are really trying to lose weight due to the fact for obesity and trying to be thin again. The future of eating disorders, there was a study done at the University of Bass County, and it analyzed the role played by a number of emotional variables such as the way in which negative emotions are controlled or attitudes to emotional expression, and to use these variables as tools to predict the possibility of suffering an eating disorder. So this can help researchers with showing that girls that are starting to become depressed and stuff can portray to an eating disorder, so hopefully they can catch it before it gets extreme. And also, there's changes in school lunches and vending machines, taking out all of the horrible snacks and lunches that they give the children and changing it into more healthier snacks and food. So in conclusion, 8 million or more people in the United States have an eating disorder, and 90% of those people are women. It is important to understand facts about the media affecting eating disorders so that people can help their children, friends, family, or any other young girl they know struggling with this type of disease, and try to shield them from all these images portrayed. We need to focus on the positive aspects of the media more than the negative, and if you know somebody that is suffering from these diseases, show them these interviews with the girls and celebrities that have actually had this disorder, and show them how unhealthy they are and how now they are comfortable with their body being healthy. And exposed images of anorexia to young girls can actually show them the horrors of the outcomes and try and help them with their disorders. So thank you very much.